Miniature Market has thousands of board games at discounted prices. Click the direct link below to see all of those discounted games. Hello my friends! Ugh. It's nighttime. It's time to relax, time to put our heads on the pillow. Unless there's a knight there that we're going to take the pillow and throw it at you. Today we're taking a look at Night Knight. This is a silly little sort of party-ish game about reacting and throwing pillows at each other. Let's take a look. In Night Knight, you have pillows. You'll be playing with both of these if you're playing with 4 or more players, or you'll be playing with one of them if you only play with 3 players. Now there's different types of cards in the game, and depending on what cards come up in a round, you're going to be doing different things, like taking a pillow and throwing it at somebody. Which person? I'll show you in just a minute. Sometimes you'll be picking it up and defending somebody. Sometimes you'll be picking it up and putting it on your head and pretending to sleep. Now each player is going to have a set of cards, a deck of cards face down. At the same time, everyone is going to flip over their top card. Now they're going to do this so that the other people get to see it before them. You don't reveal it towards yourself, you reveal it away from you. And then certain things are going to happen. You're going to be trying to do this as fast as possible, but looking at what's going on. If you have an attack, a red attack, and there's at least one player that has a green defense, you're going to try to grab one of these pillows and throw it at one of the players that has a green card. If you have a green defend card, and only if there is an attack card, you'll try to grab this with 2 hands and defend yourself. You don't actually have to defend yourself and hit the other player's pillow, as long as you're holding it like a defense that's good. However, if they were all red, nobody would attack. Nothing would happen. Red only attacks if there's at least one green. Green only defends if there's at least one person that has the attack. So sometimes you'll need to do things fast. Sometimes you'll do nothing. Either way, if you do the correct thing, then you discard your card. If you don't do the correct thing, you flip it back face down and put it at the bottom of your deck, and whoever runs out of cards first wins. Now, let's say one player had the sleeping pillow here, the sleeping dragon. In this case, they're trying to grab a pillow and put it basically to the side of their head and put their head on it like they're going to sleep. So in this case, this player is trying to grab one of these. Both of these players are trying to grab the other one. This player is trying to grab one to defend, so there's basically 4 people that need to grab it and only 2 pillows, so in that case, it's the fastest. However, there is the Silent King, and if at least one Silent King's flipped, then nobody must be doing anything. So this player flips and sees it and thinks, I gotta grab one of these, put my head on it. This one's thinking, I gotta grab one and throw it at this player. This one's going, I need to grab one and defend because this one's attacking. This player has that, which means nobody should do anything. If any of these players went and grabbed and touched a pillow, they would lose. This would go on the bottom of their deck. Anyone that did not do anything discards their card. You're trying to be the first to run out of cards. Now there is a different distribution of cards. For example, there's 21 cards of the red and green in the deck, but there's only 7 of these. So only a third of the cards are these 2 things. That's pretty much the whole game. Whoever runs out of cards first wins. Now this game you gotta take with a grain of salt. It is a super light game. It's similar to a game that came out a few years ago called Throw Throw Burrito that was really popular. I think that was done by the same people that did like the Exploding Kittens. It's similar to Throw Throw Burrito, but this one's actually fun. I don't really like Throw Throw Burrito. This one is actually fun. You're looking and you're reacting quickly. However, you're not just looking at your card. In a lot of these games, you also have to look at multiple cards. So in this one, you're looking at yours, but you're looking at the interactions with everyone else's card. Because you can quickly see what you have and the player next to you and the player over there, but the player over here, if you don't look at theirs, you might screw up because theirs might be the Pillow King there, the Sleep King, where nobody does anything. And you have to look at everybody's card, and there's interactions between the cards. For example, if you have an attack card, yeah, you want to attack as soon as you see it, but you only attack if you see a green defend card, and you have to throw it at that person. You flip over a defend card. You don't just grab a pillow and defend. You have to see, is there someone else that also has an attack card? Yes, I'm going to get it and defend, right? So you have to look for those interactions. It's just fun. It's silly fun. Or maybe you see the Pillow King, which causes nothing to happen. So you're looking around, oh, I got a green defend. Oh, they got a red thing. I got to grab a pillow, right? Not necessarily. Not if this person over here is the Pillow King. So it is a speed game, but at the same time, you have to look at everything. If you just go fast and grab stuff, you're not going to win this game. You have to grab stuff fast, but also after you've been able to look at everything and process things quickly. So yes, it's a speed game, but it's also a thoughtful game. This is one of those games where if you don't like speed games, that's okay. You find some friends that do and watch them play this. This is one of those few games that is actually almost as fun to watch as it is to play, because you get to watch people screw up, you get to watch them throw the pillows. You'll go get the pillows that thrown over past somebody and go get them and hit them with it. So this is a fun game to watch, similar to, say, like Happy Salmon. If you like Happy Salmon, this is going to be that style of game that you're also going to like. Sometimes errors. So sometimes you can come back and when you screw things up, you basically just take the card that you screwed up and you put it at the bottom of your deck. Well, let's say and obviously the one you win when you're out of cards. But if you're down to like your last 3 cards and you screwed something up and you put it under there, you're like, okay, I know I got 2 more cards and that Pillow King is coming back. So you go 1, 2, if the game's still going on, you know that you're not doing anything, right? Or if another player only has 3 cards left and you saw the Pillow King, there's a little bit of memory element. You go, okay, that 3rd card that's coming back up, I know what it is. So as it gets closer, if someone doesn't run away with the victory, you can start to sort of plan and go, okay, I know what might be coming up here. And it actually makes the game a lot more interesting, and it's a subtle part of the game that brings a lot of fun. On the negative side of things, speed games are not for everyone. But like I said earlier, it is fun to play. It is fun to watch. So if you have other people that like speed games or your kids like speed games, this is still fun for you to watch anyways. But speed games are definitely not for everybody. The other thing is the player count in this. So with 3 players, you only play with 1 pillow, but it's like 1 pillow per 3 people, so it still kind of works. Because, you know, you're going to be getting an attack, but there might not be times where you're going to be doing nothing, right? But doing nothing is still like you kind of want to do something and beat them there, but you don't want to do anything. So it still works. 4 players for me is the sweet spot. I feel like it has the best ratio of players per pillow. There's like 2 pillows. There's 2 players per pillow, essentially. I feel like that is the right amount of things where sometimes things will happen, sometimes things won't happen, and there's enough pillows to make it interesting. 5 and 6, they still work, but they're more chaotic. 6 is very chaotic. There's 2 people per pillow, same as the 3-player game. But there's so many people that more often than not, there might be one of those Pillow Kings, right? And so it's just more chaotic. It's not unfun or not fun, but I feel like 4 is like the perfect number for this game. Would I turn down a game of this at any player count? Probably not. If I'm in the mood for something like this, it's still gonna be fun. But some player counts are better than others, and other people might feel differently about which player count they like the best, but note that the game does feel a little bit different with different player counts. You have to play the game a little differently from a strategy perspective for those. But I think 4 is the best player count. Anyway, this one's really fun. I really enjoy this. If you like speed games, check out Night Night from Blue Hour Games. Been a Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships with board games, and helping you find the next one you love. Game Toppers upgrades every game you play, and their 4.5 Kickstarter introduced the new Galactic Minecraft and Watson Game Toppers with interchangeable rail inlays, as well as new game mats, miniature gaming terrain packs, leg kit options, dining covers, accessories, and amazing package deals. The campaign recently ended, but it's not too late to pledge late at GameToppersLLC.com.